Hey everyone, welcome to this new section on modeling concurrency. On this lecture we are going to study parallel composition and action interleaving on processes. So by definition, if I have a process P and another process Q, then if I write this expression P with two vertical bars Q, this represents the concurrent execution of P and Q. That is to execute the process P and the process Q at the same time. This double vertical bar operator is the parallel composition operator. Let's visualize a very simple example. We have the process walk, and in which we execute the action step and we stop. Then we have the process converse, and what we do is first we think, we have the action think, then we talk, and then we stop. Notice how whenever we type stop in uppercase letters, these are examples of using the predefined keyword stop in a finite state process description, which is a keyword that represents the termination of a process. Right? So in the process walk, we step and we stop this process, we terminate this process. In the process converse, we think, we talk, and then we terminate this process. But what we're interested in is this last here. This is the composition process. This is the concurrent execution of both processes, walk and converse. So we're going to execute walk and also converse. Notice that when using the parallel composition operator, the order in which we specify the processes within the parentheses does not matter. So here when we define it is the same as typing walk and then this parallel composition and then converse, as first beginning with converse and then the parallel composition operator and then walk. The same thing happens with the name. It is the same as beginning from walk and then underscore converse as typing converse underscore walk. What is very important is that in the name we need to indicate that this is a concurrent process. So we need to begin with this parallel composition operator and we need to type the name of one process underscore and the name of the other process. So also notice that in this definition we have the parallel composition of two processes. However, if we want to compose more than two processes concurrently, we can achieve this by cascading multiple parallel compositions. We are going to see this on future lectures, right? Essentially, if I have n processes, then we can compute the parallel composition process of all of them. Okay, so from this example, let's visualize the label transition system from this description. So let's copy this description. Let's go to the analyzer. Let's compile. And now until here, whenever we had processes and we were working with processes in the analyzer to visualize the label transition system, okay, in this window draw, we only needed to compile. So we only needed to press this here C option, right? However, now, since we have a concurrent process, in order to visualize the label transition system, not only of these two processes, but also of the concurrent process, we need to use this other option. This is the option for composing. So we press compile, then we press the composing, and now if we go to the draw window, we will be able to see the label transition system for this concurrent process. So let's click, and here we can see the label transition system for this process converse walk, right? Notice that since this is a concurrent process, we can have different traces as a result of the action interleaving, right? So for instance, in this description, we can either, for instance, begin with the action think of the process converse, then we execute the action talk of this same process, and then we execute the action step of the process walk. What could also happen is we execute the action think of the process converse, then we execute the action step of the process walk, and then we execute the action talk of the process converse. A final possible option could be beginning with the step action from the process walk, then think and then talk, both actions from the process converse. What is very important to keep in mind here is that always the action think will be executed before the action talk. There's no way we are going to see the action talk before the action think. And this has nothing to do with the concurrent execution, but with the order of actions of this process converse. So very important to keep this in mind. Very well, so with this, we end this brief lecture on parallel composition and action interleaving. On the following lecture, we are going to see how we can model the interaction between concurrent processes.